Hello, my name is Jonathan Broughton. I am the founder of Lat 26 Degrees, and today we're going to be talking about how to properly clean and seal vinyl cushions. As you see here, this seat backing cushion we found in a marine junkyard, and it's been, well, as you can see, exposed to the elements for quite some time. The vinyl cushions itself, or the vinyl itself, is a little bit dry, certainly dirty, and certainly worn. So we're going to see what we can do today to bring this back to as new condition as possible using the Lat 26 All-Purpose Clean and Carbon Guard. Here we have the Lat 26 All-Purpose Clean in a 32-ounce spray bottle, and here we have a microfiber, and this is a wipeout eraser. It's nanomaterial, and we'll be using that to assist in cleaning the vinyl. After cleaning the vinyl with the Lat 26 Degrees All-Purpose Clean, or APC, we'll be applying Lat 26 Degrees Carbon Guard with the Lat 26 Degrees hand polishing and applicator pad. Okay, so we'll be starting off with the Lat 26 Degrees All-Purpose Clean in order to get this cleaned up. Hopefully it looks better when we're done. It's important to thoroughly spray the vinyl. Make sure you get everything. You really want to saturate it, and then you want to let it sit. That's probably the most important thing. Lat 26 Degrees, or Lat 26 Degree products, are designed to sit and do the work for you. A lot of people just want to start scrubbing and scrubbing and use a lot of elbow grease, but our products are really designed to do a lot of the work for you. So we're going to let this sit here for about 15 seconds before we start to do anything. Really let the product penetrate into the vinyl, really bring out all the dirt out of the vinyl and bring it to the surface so we can wipe it away. Okay, we've let it sit for about 15-20 seconds here. We've let it it's had a chance to really penetrate inside the vinyl and really bring out all the dirt. So I'm going to go ahead and start wiping it with a microfiber. And this is just a standard microfiber. You can get these anywhere. You can see that it's really taken off the dirt just on the microfiber alone. This is a piece of vinyl that's been sitting outside, exposed to the environment for years, and you can see even with just a microfiber, it really, really wipes away the dirt. You can really see that just with the microfiber. At the beginning, I introduced a wipeout eraser that we would be using on the surface, and that was really just in case the dirt was really embedded. And if it is really embedded, then you can go ahead and use the wipeout eraser, but in this case it looks like just using the all-purpose clean and the microfiber was sufficient. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little mist on the microfiber there. I don't want to saturate it, just want to put a little mist of the all-purpose clean there, and then we're going to go ahead and keep wiping. And you can see I'm just going in one direction. I mean, you can go back and forth if you want. Cleaning it's really up to you. Sometimes people just want to do it circular, they just want to go back and forth. However you want to do it as far as wiping away the dirt. For the purposes of this video, I'm just going to go back and forth so you can really see how well it works. And look at all that dirt. Wow. Look at all that dirt on the microfiber. It really, really comes up looking really good. Like I said, this piece has been exposed to the environment for years outside here in Florida. So to see this much dirt come off of it, it's pretty impressive. I'm going to go ahead and spray it down again. So much dirt came off on the microfiber that we really need to wipe it down again just to get the extra dirt off here. So I'm going to grab a clean side. I've taken the dirty side here. I'm folding it. There we go. Folding a clean side, finding a clean side of the microfiber, and I'm going to wipe it down again. So here we go. And that really helps take off a lot of the extra dirt. You can see how just letting it soak during that 15 to 20 seconds, maybe up to 30 seconds, really letting it soak in and bringing out the dirt. It really did a great job of taking the dirt right out of the vinyl and bringing it to the surface so we could just wipe it away. I'm not putting a lot of pressure, I'm just wiping. There we go, just making sure I get the dirt off. You can see a little bit more dirt came off on the rag there. Now, just for demonstration purposes only, this is looking great for just the all-purpose clean and the microfiber, this would be sufficient to go ahead and coat right now. But for demonstration purposes, I'm going to go ahead and show you the wipeout eraser. This is a great product here. This material is what is known as nanofiber material. This is exactly what is used to make magic erasers. I'm sure everyone knows magic erasers, but this is a wipeout eraser. This has got 3 times the density of the magic erasers, so it's very, very strong, very, very dense. And the nice thing about that is it's going to last a lot longer than magic erasers. Magic erasers do a great job. Nanofiber material does a great job really in there and doing a deep clean on a variety of surfaces. But as you know, they have a tendency to break down pretty quickly, and they crumble down, especially when you're using your fingers. Different pressure points, of course, we'll just break it up. This right here has got a backing plate here, or I shouldn't say backing plate, but a backing scrub pad, which provides some stiffening to the nanofiber, which is great, so that you can get in there, and it provides a more of an even pressure for that nanofiber, so your fingers you don't stick your fingers right through the nanofiber material. So we're going to go ahead and use this, like I said, just for demonstration purposes only, just so you can see what it does. Now, most importantly, we want to get this wet. We want to make sure we never want to start with a dry nanofiber. That's true of magic eraser, that's true of wipeout eraser. You want to make sure you saturate it first. I'm going to go ahead and stick this in some water. Okay, so I've saturated the nanofiber material here on the wipeout eraser, and it's ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and use this. But before I do, I'm going to go ahead and just spray some all-purpose clean directly on here. Using this material and the all-purpose clean together really does a phenomenal job. I'm going to go ahead and spray this. So if this were sufficiently dirty that you needed to use nanofiber material or a wipeout eraser, you would always want to spray first. So that first spray, that first soaking, it really brings up all the dirt. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and, you can see the water coming out of this. I really got this saturated here. You know, the microfiber did a great job on this, but this, here you can see it's really taking out even more dirt than what the microfiber did. There's still a little bit of dirt there, which you really couldn't see before, but now that I've had a chance to use this, see there's a little bit, you can see that? You can see the little bit of dirt there. So this is actually helping out. I'm not putting a lot of pressure here. I'm just going back and forth onto the surface here. There we go. This, used in conjunction with the all-purpose clean, just does a phenomenal job of cleaning up the surface. Now, this is not something you'd want to use all the time. It doesn't matter if it's a wipeout eraser, magic eraser, any type of nanofiber material you don't want to use on a regular basis, because really what you're doing is micro sanding the surface of the vinyl. So this is something you would use for deep cleaning only. For more weekly and monthly cleanings, you would really just want to go with the all-purpose clean and using a microfiber rag. That's really all you need. This, again, this is just for deep cleaning here. That's when you would want to use this. Okay. So I've gone ahead and used that. I'm going to go ahead and give it a wipe down now. It's pretty wet, so I'm going to take the microfiber again, and I'm going to find a clean surface here and wipe it down with that. There we go. You can see it even took out more of the dirt. There was some embedded dirt on the surface. It wasn't really noticeable, not until we used the wipeout eraser. But I could tell from the surface, you can see it's got a little bit of discoloration here. That's dirt right there. Not a lot. There wasn't a lot of dirt here, but there was sufficient dirt there, just even in that demonstration of this of this wipe out eraser. Once again, I'm just going to wipe off the dirt here. And wow, look at that. So that is clean. Okay, now that we've cleaned this side of the vinyl, see that really came out well. And we've let this dry out, making sure that it's nice and dry. We're going to go ahead and apply Lat 26 Degrees Carbon Guard. Now, Carbon Guard is a polymer sealant. It's a multi-surface polymer sealant that can be used primarily on paint and gel coat, but can be used on a lot of other surfaces, like vinyl, glass, metal, a lot of different surfaces. But today we're going to go ahead and put this on vinyl. This is going to help protect it, going to give it the UV protection it needs, plus it's going to really help in providing the protection and the repellency that it needs for exhaust, black streaks, just general contamination, including salt water as well. So we're going to go ahead and apply this next. All right, we have here the Carbon Guard 16 ounce. We're going to go ahead and apply the Carbon Guard to the Lat 26 hand polishing and applicator pad. There we go. Now, if we were doing this on paint, gel coat, really any other hard surface, we would not need nearly as much. Plus, we could apply dots to the surface. But we're dealing with vinyl today, and vinyl really requires a lot because a lot of it's going to absorb into the material. So let's go ahead and apply this. Just going to take it. Really want to apply a thick coat here. See, I'm really kind of going back and forth with it. This is a quick dry formula. And put some more on here. There we go. Like I said, really apply it thick. It's not a lotion, it's a protection. So, but you're kind of like you're applying sunscreen almost. Really get it on there thick. Here we go. Again, this is old vinyl. This is old tired vinyl. And it's really porous, so it really needs a lot. It's going to absorb a lot just into the surface. And while it's fine for it to absorb into the surface, we really want it to be on top, because that's where the protection is going to come into play. It needs to stay on top. So we're just putting on a nice thick layer. You can see how much I'm just putting on. Just going back and forth here. Here we go. Get the underside here. And again, you don't have to go in one direction like I am for applying. You can go up and down, you can go side to side, you can go circular. I like to go in one direction though here, especially when applying a lot. There we go. I'm gonna really get it on thick. Now again, this is a fast drying and fast curing product, or polymer. So we're going to want to wipe this off pretty quickly. I wouldn't do more than an area like this before wiping off. And that's where we're going to go ahead and grab another clean microfiber. We've got a nice clean microfiber. And we're going to go ahead and wipe off the residue. So I'm going to go up here, start wiping the surface. Here we go. Really want that residue off. So we designed the Carbon Guard with a fast cure deliberately because we wanted to be able to put on back-to-back coatings where you could actually get putting on a coat right after you put on this one. Usually within 10 minutes you can put on another coat, and you're going to get 2 full coats. Not one good one, but you're going to get 2 full coats. Really want to get all that residue off here. There we go. All right. Like I said, it's got the fast cure, so we're going to go ahead and put another coating right on top of it. A lot of this just got absorbed into the vinyl, which provided a little bit of conditioning, but it's not designed for that. Think sunscreen, if you would. So we're going to go ahead and apply another coating. That'll really, this second layer is really going to go on to the top of the vinyl and provide the protection it needs. So here you go. Again, I'm going thick. This is about 6 times as much as I would normally use on a hard surface such as paint, gel coat, glass, metal. On vinyl, because the fact that it is so porous, we really want to apply a heavy coating. It's probably hard to see on film here, but this second coating, from my perspective here, I can really see it's really staying on the surface this time. as opposed to the first coating. The first coating, we really needed a lot of product, and it really absorbed in pretty quickly. In this case, we really need about half as much. This is the coating that's going to provide the protection. There we go. This second coat here. This is really going to provide that protection and the repellency of exhaust, black streaks, contamination, even salt water. When you put this on, you're going to get waterproofing. You're going to get a hydrophobic effect on the vinyl. It's really going to seal it up so you don't get the water penetrating through the vinyl into the foam cushions underneath. There we go. You can see how much less I used on this coat as opposed to the first coat. First coat I really had to use a lot. In this case, really half, maybe a third as much. And we're going to go back and do the same thing we did before. We're going to go ahead and wipe off the residue. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, the nice thing about the Carbon Guard is it really wipes off clean. It does a great job. You just don't want to leave it sitting on too long. Because of the fast cure, it's really convenient for applying back-to-back coatings, but the problem can be if you leave it on too long, it really does take a lot of wiping. Not so much on vinyl, but on hard surfaces, again, paint, gel coat, metal, glass. You leave it on too long, it really does take some elbow grease to wipe off the product. So you don't want to leave it on too long. Again, 5 minutes really should be your limit. Okay, wiped everything off here. There we go. All right, she is now really well protected. 2 coats, and that vinyl is good to go. Thank you guys for joining us today. I'm Jonathan Broaden with Lat 26 Degrees. For more information, go to our website at lat26degrees.com.